welcome to today's spiritual class. I'm Kai Clifford, your spiritual guide and energy alchemist. And today is all about understanding the truth that mastering anything in life is about mastering your relationships. Now, this isn't just about your romantic relationships, your friendships, your family. I'm not talking about get really good at networking and things like that. I'm not talking about that at all. Although I guess it's one little aspect of it. What I'm really talking about is how everything is a relationship. Your relationship you have with money, the relationship you have with God, the divine, infinite spirit, the relationship you have with your body, with the world, with your perception of how people see you. It's all a relationship. How do you communicate? How do you set boundaries? Are you, let's say, it's like, are you kind or are you offended? Like, for instance, if money isn't showing up the way that you want it to, do you immediately start going into panic mode? That's the type of relationship where you're not trusting in money, in the divine, in everything working out. So for me, for those of you new here, I used to have PTSD. I had some severe mental health issues. I had chronic health issues. My journey of becoming such a powerful healer who's healed like many thousands of people all around the world in different areas of their life, from chronic illness to healing anxiety, to growing their businesses, to healing their marriages, and all sorts of things. It happened through the school of hard knocks. I always say it was like I was forged in the bowels of hell, because my lessons didn't quite come from books. Even though, yes, I've studied a lot, I've learned a lot, I'm an eternal student, and I believe in brushing up on my healing skills and developing my spirituality and all those sorts of things. I really learned through doing. I learned through healing my own stuff. I learned through healing my clients' stuff. I learned through, over the years, the last 14 years, almost a decade and a half, that I've been healing myself and sharing with people around the world how they can heal each other as well. I've been learning all the time how to become a powerful healer. And from the very beginning, when I hardly knew anything, I already was getting people amazing results. And hi, welcome as you come on live. Say hi, let me know where you're from. Now, what's your healing journey been? Because today is all about helping spiritual leaders to upgrade their reality, to step into their power so you can master your emotions, master your life, and of course, master your relationships. Now, as I already said, hi, welcome everyone. Welcome. Very happy to see you. So what's really important to understand is that everything that we're seeking in life, it really is a feeling, okay? And all of our relationships, they really come down, everything that we want comes down to a relationship. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Say hi as you're on. If you feel like sharing, if you want to get the word out, please share this. It's so incredibly important to understand that to master your life, you have to get good at changing your perception for how you see things. So your relationships, they really could come down to are you willing to ask questions about whether this is true or not? So whatever you're doing in your life, let yourself see how you're really reacting. What are you really doing? What are you really thinking in your life? It's so easy to show up in life, in the world, with people and just be like a bit of a dick sometimes, or get really offended easily, and then justify ourselves with our own actions, when what you really want to do is to look at where in your life are you lying to yourself? Where are there things that you don't want to look at? And the question is, did I master my life? Well, compared to somebody that used to have PTSD, yes, I have. Obviously I still have so much further to go, but I no longer have PTSD. I no longer get offended and triggered. I no longer have a chronic lung disease that almost killed me. I no longer run down the street in a fight, and I now have presence and kindness in relationships. I now have an amazing marriage that we had to go through a lot to come closer together. So yeah, I'm not the type of person where I'm not some perfect person sitting on a cloud that's at the finish line, but I can tell you I'm well on my way. I've healed things that would have killed, literally actually killed others, such as my chronic lung disease, things I've been through, abuses that I've gone through, risks that I've taken that haven't paid off that could have broken other people. So it's really important to understand that no matter what happens in your life, there's always a way through. Thank you so much for stopping and looking. It's so good to see you. Well, I live in Britain, but I'm actually from Australia, lived in San Francisco, but now I live in Britain. So I'm more of a world traveler. My name's Kai Clifford. I'm a spiritual guide and energy alchemist. And I help people to overcome incredible things in their life. I help people to manifest opportunities, to heal anxiety and chronic illness. And it all starts top down with the relationships that they have to everything in their life. So as I said at the beginning, it's like literally, what's your relationship to money? If you're blaming money and you're saying that, oh, like money isn't working out, or you have to do these things that you hate for money, well, then you need to start redefining your relationship with money. If it's your relationship with your body, if you feel insecure about what people think for you or the way you speak or show up in a meeting or at an event, well, then it's your relationship with people, right? It's so important to understand that you have the power to change things, but it's all in your relationships. It's so powerful once you start taking 100% responsibility for who you are and how you show up. And thank you, I appreciate that. When you understand that you are the co-creator of every single thing that happens in your life, then you can start workshopping what happened that didn't work out. You can start workshopping and allow yourself to see like what changes could you make, right? Because it always comes down to your energy, your relationship, your beliefs. You know, sometimes we expect something for nothing. We want things to work out, but we're not willing to change something in ourselves. You know, everybody wants to change, but who wants to change? Like, you actually have to change for things to change. Does that make sense? And of course it does, right? So this is my invite to you to start looking at your relationships with everything in your life, from money to the divine, to your friendships, to your partnerships, to any marriage, to anything like that. And look at how you're showing up. It's so easy to blame the other person or blame the thing, whether it's money or the government or society, whatever it is, but you still are in a relationship with it, okay? And once you fully start taking ownership for how you're showing up, even if you can't help what happened because you didn't know, like we don't know as humans, there's a lot of things we don't know. And I love the saying that you don't get experience until just after you need it. But what this means is that because we repeat cycles and patterns throughout our life, when it happens again, if you have the presence and allow yourself to look at it objectively rather than get offended, guess what? You're able to change it. You're able to look at how you show up next time and act differently. Now, it doesn't always work out straight away, does it? Like, you might do the exact same thing even though you're trying to do something different. Your emotions might take control. But then again, you just observe it again. You go through and you workshop it neutrally and objectively as much as you can by releasing the emotional charge, which is what my energy work helps you do. You release the emotional charge around what's happening to you, around the way you're reacting to, whether it's, like literally like a marriage, a friendship, your business, your money. You learn how to get off your high horse, stop being offended, and stop having these high adrenaline and anxiety or low depression emotions come up in your body. And you allow yourself to practice coming from a present state, where rather than constantly thinking of all these raw things, you let yourself objectively look at how you show up, how you felt, what your beliefs are, what you really are believing, and what you don't even want to see about yourself. And as you do that, you have the power to start doing things a little bit differently. And then this is when your money starts showing up differently. This is when your marriage or your relationships, your friendships, your family starts improving, right? So this is what I'm here today to talk to you about, is how it doesn't matter what's happening in your life. It doesn't matter whether people are showing up or not. It's up to you how you show up. It's up to you how you choose to perceive reality, right? Because it really is all about how we perceive it. It's like, are you going to show up and blame other people for what's happening for you in your life, It's so easy to do. I know we all love to blame. Or are you going to look at what you can do differently? Yeah. So this is why when I work with a client and they come into my world, we start looking at how they show up. I help my clients to see exactly what it is that they can do to change, because we all like to look at all the things happening in the world, but there's only so much that we can control. Do you know what I mean? Like, how often are we trying to control other people when we can hardly even control ourselves? We're trying to just get other people to be better people, yet we can't stop being a dick sometimes. We just leave negative comments, make negative comments, do negative things to people. Then we tell them that they need to change. So the number one thing is to try to distance yourself from those emotional reactions that, come up so naturally in your body, and start a really great way, which if you know me, is to use your breath. So big, long inhales, exhales, all the way fully out to the end. And this will reset your nervous system and help you come from a kinder, wiser place. Because breathing, what does it do? Well, yes, it resets your nervous system. It clears your mind, and it literally slows down time. Because when you do the full exhale all the way out to the end, past where you think you want to stop, and you pause your thoughts, you have so much more presence and intelligence and clarity come up in your body. You're able to think clearer, make better decisions, and things just work out better. Plus, it releases the cortisol from your body. It also heals impurities and toxins and releases it from your body when you get really good at using conscious breath throughout the day. Hi, Catherine. Welcome. It's so good to see you here. Oh, I'm so glad that you're home. Good work. I know you went through a lot today. So I'm probably going to wrap it up soon, but I'm simply talking about the power of relationships and how when we show up, the power of relationships and how everything is a relationship. So our relationship to our health, our relationship to money, our relationship to our family and the world, it's all a relationship. And it's all about how do we show up? How do we react? How do we perceive it? Right? And this is the most powerful thing to realize, because we always think that they're these separate, like these things separate to us, but they're not separate to us at all. They actually flow through us. Right? So, if we expect something, if we have an assumption that something's going to be hard, well, then that's an instruction within our own system. And we show up in a way where it is hard, and we bring problems into our life instead of solutions because we're expecting it to be hard. So even though there might be solutions right around the edges of it, we can't see the solutions because we expect problems. We expect it to be hard. And our mind can only give us what we expect. Our mind can only give us what we assume to be true. So as I was already saying, 100% responsibility is where it's at, realizing that how you show up is everything. You always co-create the reality. Nothing ever happens that you don't have some part in, even if it's on a cosmic level, above and beyond what you can understand or what you like, what you think it should be, what even seems reasonable or possible. We always have a part to play in where we are in life, in what we do, in what shows up for us, in the way people even treat us who don't even know us. If we have an expectation that people are going to be like mean to us, for instance, well, then we are going to a party or an event and we're worried, well, we're going to show up with an energy that's going to draw this energy out of certain people with matching patterns. Now, people who are transcended that whole pattern, they might be kind to you, but other people who are still stuck in that cycle, when you expect people to be jerks to you, that's you already like pre-paving the way, thinking they're going to be a jerk, which you don't know these people. How do you know? But it's going to draw that behavior out of their systems, and like just they'll start showing up and they'll just treat you in negative ways. And I learned this from a very young age, because from a very young age, I really expected people to be mean to me because, what I went through from when I was a baby really to growing up. It was like always hard for me, and I had to put in a lot of work into my energy work, into my internal framework to be able to overcome this belief that everyone would be mean and everyone would be like this and that. And I was able to overcome it like 99%. Like I am such a different person than I was 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 20 years ago, and ascendingly just constantly improving. And, not in a straight line. Sometimes it's up, down, and around, with some big wins and then some plateaus and then some drop downs and then up again, where this is the spiritual journey, the success journey. It's not a straight line. So if you feel like you've fallen back, if you feel like things are hard, just know it's dipping back down into the negativity, which is where you're going to learn again. You're going to get new lessons. You can observe to see your thought patterns that got you to where you are. And then from here, you can rise back up. So I think that's about what I came on to talk about today. So for anyone here who wants to work with me further, you can message me for my one-to-one work, or you can get on my email list by reading my free ebook, The Healer's ebook. Now, this includes the missing link of forgiveness. So make sure you get this. If you resonate with me and my vibe, if you're a change maker, you're here to make the world a better place while making your own life amazing as well. You want to heal your family and other families around you. You just know that you want to do better in this world, whether you're literally actively healing people or just your intention. You want to do better. You want people to be happier, including yourself. Then get my Healer's ebook. This will teach you the missing link in forgiveness. It is such a good read. You can download it and have it instantly. Obviously, as I said, it's free. Go to spiritualsuccessjourney.com/Healer's ebook. Now, obviously, when the replay comes up of this, because I'm live, I will put the link in. Now, I also have an offer for my people who want to dive into my work, to my energy alchemy that isn't just information. It changes your personality. We literally reprogram your subconscious and expand your consciousness so you become more conscious, more aware, and your unconscious mind comes into the light so you can actually, that makes you more conscious, so you can change it and master your reality, basically. I have a 2-for-1 offer with my home study programs, and the one that goes with this teaching would be my romantic love journey. Now, this is for you if you're in a relationship or if you're single. The defining thread is that you want to become a more loving, more compassionately communicative person. You want to know how to have boundaries, and you literally want to be loving. Like sometimes you say you love someone, but then they talk to you and all of a sudden you get offended and you get your back up. That's not love. So you stopped loving them in that moment, because love is an active intelligence within you. And so this will help you find those parts that you get offended and short and snippy and all those sorts of things, and literally face these parts of you and alchemize these parts of you and literally shift what has been negative for decades and a reactive state into something that's loving and present and doesn't get snippy. Or when you do get snippy, you're able to see it and soften it and over time you gradually change it. So this is my romantic love journey program. Message me if you want to get that, or go to spiritualsuccessjourney.com/programs. You'll see it there. Sign up for it and then just reply to the welcome email and I'll hook you up with a free program to go with it. You can choose from any of the other programs on my page, whether it's the Release Social Anxiety, A Course in Divine Guidance, the Divine Chakra Cleanse, which has dozens of tappings in it, Quantum Leap Your True Success. I've got so many amazing things in there that have transformed so many people's lives around the world. So if you have any questions, DM me, find me on Facebook, on TikTok, on Instagram. Make sure you're subscribed. And please, if this has resonated with you, share this, get the word out, or go watch one of my videos on my YouTube to keep binging my content, whether it's my spiritual, relationship, success teachings, or you actually want to do my energy healings and go in and start reprogramming your subconscious. Now, I've got it all on my YouTube channel. So go over there, make sure you're subscribed. And the other thing is, make sure you like and let me know that you're there, because I love to know your experiences. So gorgeouses, as you know, I'm Kai Clifford. I'm your spiritual guide and energy alchemist. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Thank you for your time, energy, and your presence. And I'll see you in the next video. And maybe I'll even see you in my DMs. Okay, have a great day. Bye. Oh, what happened there?